All right, time right now is 10:21 here on Live Impact News. If you know the name JB Smoove, you know the laugh. You know that comes with the name JB Smoove. His credits include Curb Your Enthusiasm, writer and actor on that show. He also wrote for Saturday Night Live, starred on The Millers, lent his voice to everything from Ice Age to Harley Quinn. And fun fact, he is a North Carolina native, born in Plymouth.
Come on now.
All right, JB, I can't believe you're here. You made it. Thanks for joining us here.
Yeah, this is my old stomping grounds right
I know. So tell us about
understand.
it.
You know, I was around when this city was just, it was no buildings here. No. It has
There were a few.
grown tremendously. But back then, coming down for the Comedy Zone tour, passing through, you know, we would start that tour in, we would stop in Richmond, we'd go to Norfolk, we would go to Raleigh, we'd go to Raleigh to Fayetteville, Greensboro, Charlotte, Greensville, Columbia, Atlanta, hop on a flight, go to Memphis, fly back into Memphis and drive all the way back to New York City and stop along the way because our friends would be starting their tour coming this way and we'll be going back to New York.
Wow, that is a hectic schedule.
Oh, yeah.
You miss the road like that? You miss that kind of schedule?
No, I do not miss that schedule at all. You know, look, I'm a road baby, but you know, but still, you know, it was definitely a lot of fun. You're talking about the heyday of you know, of BET, heyday of Def Comedy Jam.
Def Comedy Jam, I remember
Apollo
Def
was kicking in
Comedy Jam.
Harlem.
Yep.
You're talking about, you know, I grew up with an amazing class of comedians that we all hit these amazing clubs. Got a chance to let people see us live from watching us on Def Comedy Jam and watching us on TV and our humble beginnings on our rise.
I mean, and what a beginning too, really, in its heyday.
It was great. Putting all those miles on your body.
Yeah.
Woo! And then once in a while you would get to your last stop and someone would call you and say, hey, I got a gig in Jacksonville. And then after Jacksonville, I got you in Miami. So you would drive. You would actually extend your trip and drive all the way to Miami and do another show and then drive all the way back to New York City.
You still have the energy for all of that if you wanted to.
Come on now, I'm a youngster. I'm still youngster.
You are. So what is it like now walking into the South, into Charlotte, North Carolina these days?
It's still the same. You know, people are people. People want to see you. They want to hug you. They want to take photos with you and hang out with you a little bit.
We certainly do.
And that's kind of what we do. You know, I'm in a happy business, so you know that's what you got to. You got to show up for people all the time, and this is just an extension of what we do. You know, of course, I have. You know, you read a little bit of my resume. Stand up has always been my bread and butter, and something that I love to do. That immediate interaction with people is always great for us, and TV. The voiceover work, the commercial campaigns, you know, all that is an extension of us also, but that's, you know, we work to, you know, as producers, as writers and all that good stuff. So I get a chance to do a little bit of everything. We started our production company 2 years ago, and we also launched our own ad agency. Wow. So we got a bunch of cool things going on right now that I'm happy about. Get a chance to put some folks in front of the camera. You know, while I just go, no, do this, try it this way, you know. And that's the fun part about extending our hand to our fellow comedians and actors.
I mean, being a creative and having that just run through your veins, is there something these days after so many decades in the business that still scares you a little bit about approaching or trying to do?
No. You know what? As the world speeds up and as things change from the traditional way of doing everything, it's a little scary if you're not established yet, you know. But there's nothing like that true experience in front of people, that true experience of having something that's yours. You know, you know, AI can't do everything for you.
That's right. You
got to come with something. You got to come. It's like going to a party and you don't bring nothing. You got to bring something to your life, right? And you can't just, you know, let somebody else do it for you. Somebody got to get the credit. And why give it to a machine? Why give it to a computer? Yeah. You want the credit. You want people to hug you and touch you, and you want to get the accolades from all your work you put into it. So that's the scary part about the speed of the world right now with social medias and the podcasts are great. You know, I think there's a cool wave going on with what we do, But you know what? Everything has its good and bad.
Right.
You know, the podcast world is amazing.
It is.
But we are kind of getting into the, you know, throw everybody under the bus kind of mentality now. Everybody wants to hear the bad story. They want to hear you trash somebody sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, and it's becoming a lot of that. And I just hope that we can level it out a little bit. It's a lot of positivity out there, but it's also a lot of throwing people under the bus.
And it is so easy to do that,
Oh, it's so easy.
right?
It's so easy, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to be funny or to have something to say without having to resort to, you know, below the waist stuff. We don't need that.
It's interesting, you know, a lot of beefs online and a lot of, you know, too many beefs going on out there for people who make people happy. I just want us to show people what this really is.
Yeah.
An extension of yourself and all that good stuff. So we having fun out here though.
So what are the stories you're telling now during your stand-up? Because your routine develops from your life, and your life has, you know, spanned so much. You've seen so much of it. You've been lifing.
Yeah, you know what? It's a little bit of everything. You know, of course, it's always good to have bullets in the holster, you know, and have stuff ready to go. But it's also being in a moment with people that you're doing this particular show just for them. You know, some of this stuff you can't even say again because the timing won't telegraph right. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So being an improv guy, the guy who's been on Curb Your Enthusiasm, a guy that started his career in improv, and I just got an amazing opportunity to be on an improvised show, which is, it's one of those things. You do something, put it in your toolbox, and one day you got to go in that toolbox and use it. And I use it to my advantage. I think there's something really cool about saying something for the first time, you know. But there's something cool about adding that to what you already have in your repertoire. You know what I mean?
Yes,
and that's what. You know, some people come back the next night. They'll say, "Oh man, I had to come back and see you again, and you did some different things." I said, "Yeah, because you use all your senses. You use your ears to hear what this particular audience wants to laugh at, and you kind of go with the wave, you know, and that's what makes it fun."
So you riff. I mean, you have your set.
You get into that bit, and then you extend the bit. I write on stage. So I don't just sit there at the table and write. I write the ideas down sometimes, but I also open it up, you know, and I improvise from inside, and I have fun with it. And I just write on stage.
Do you work out your bit before you hit the road? Do you work it out in the smaller?
Every show is practice.
Okay.
Every show is practice, unless you're shooting a special. Then it becomes, okay, you got to do X, Y, Z. You got to end on this bit. You got to start here. You got to, you know, and that's what doing a special is. But as far as the clubs are, that's a wild, wild west right there. You know what I mean? And your first 15 minutes is your trip here, is your hotel, is your Uber driver, is your what you ate this on the way here, what you're not going to eat again. You know, your first 15, 20 ain't nothing but the city.
Right.
You know what I mean? I met a guy on the plane here, you know what I mean, or whatever it was. That's the fun thing about the journey to be here and to get to your audience.
That makes me think I'm going to rip off a version of a question right now, because I heard someone ask a writer or a comedian, I don't know, when you are like that, you're observing what is happening, but you're doing the life thing. So part of you is in your body, but then do you take mental notes? Are you saying, okay, I'm gonna try this out tonight?
Oh, yes.
How does that work?
Yeah, some things you say for the first time become like, oh, that's awesome. I love that. You can do it the next show because you're in the same city. It could be a whole different train of thought, you know. But there is no. Some comedians are verbatim, you know. They just stick to what they do. And I kind of like to extend it a little bit because I want to make myself laugh. Yeah. I want to have a good damn time too.
Yeah.
I'm the worst robot. I'm the worst.
We don't want robots.
I am the worst. I cannot be a robot. I don't care if it's on late night TV as a guest. You know, they do a pre-interview. Man, they just throw that thing away when they know I'm coming.
Right.
They said, "Man, JB's not going to get to any of these questions because you got to drive. You got to drive that.
That's your MO, isn't it? To kind of go without a net a little bit and fly.
If I show up and I'm not JB, something wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? Sometimes a city will have the circus will come to town, and also the Soul Circus will come in town, and then JB will come to town. That's 3 circuses at the same damn time.
We were wondering, like, what version of JB are we going to get this morning? Because we know you took a flight.
I'm not even up. I'm not even fully up yet.
I know.
Let's party, girls.
This is amazing. It is party time. Speaking of Curb Your Enthusiasm, when you joined, several seasons into the series by then, did you know you were going to be the hit that you were?
I knew that. Being at that show was one of my favorite shows.
Love
on
that
TV
show.
While I was working at SNL, it was one of my favorite shows. So for me, the first thing I ever did was take an improv class, and I want to date myself, but it was an improv comedy club in New York City, 44th Street and 9th Avenue. I took an improv class there. Right after I was finished my class, that club closed down a year later. So I got a chance to get an improv class in and for the summer, and I got a chance to, of course, get on the most probably recognized improvised show on TV, and that show was already on the go already. So I understood the animal. Even in New York, we had our own comedy awards, also a small version of the comedy awards. I won Best Impromptu Comic, and I won Best Energetic Comic. So that right there was truly my blueprint for what I wanted to do, and to take that class and have that an amazing teacher who was actually a cast member on SCTV, and look, those are great roots and where to start at. And I get a chance to be on an improvised show like that, and I just went in there and shook the room up a little bit, and my wife told me I was going to be on the show already. She said, "You're going to be on that show. There's no way you're going to walk in that room and they're not going to love JB.
Nothing like it.
You do this stuff in your sleep." And I said, "Yeah." So I guess I was preparing myself for being on a show like that. But I walked into that room with the attitude of, it's easy to pull back, hard to turn up.
It is.
It's hard to turn up. When someone tells you, you go so high that you got to come down anyway.
Right.
So I always go in there on 10, and then I let them say, "Oh my God, we love it. Can you pull back a little bit?" Everybody knows how to pull back a little teeny bit.
Right.
But I went in there guns blazing. I just had fun with Larry, and man, it became, the audition itself became the meeting of the minds.
Was that fun?
Yeah, I couldn't wait to get my hands on that dude. But you gotta think like that.
Yeah.
You gotta think like, I'm about to shake this dude up. Comedians, we got bad intentions for our audience. We want snot to come out your nose. You know what I mean?
I want snot to come out of my nose.
We want snot to blow out. We want you to try to hold your laughter in. We got bad intentions.
I want tears.
Wet your pants. Oh, I don't care. Hurt your spleen. You ever hurt somebody's spleen before?
No. Have you hurt somebody's spleen?
Plenty of times.
They come back. Now, you got my spleen. You're going to pay for the bills.
But I think that's, it's just game time adjustments. It's football season. We're going to talk a little football.
Yeah, we
here.
were talking ball.
Game time adjustments happen sometimes.
Yeah.
And it really, it's just about being in a moment with people, playing to your strengths, and I think there's something really unique about something that's never going to go away.
Yeah.
Of course, they got the PC world who want comedians silenced a little bit, but I truly believe that people who want to hear you are going to find you. They're going to, what you going to do, put comedy on the ground? Like Prohibition?
No, we need it more than ever.
What you going to do? If you don't get a separate voice out there, we are just subject to the regular news every day, and it's jarring what we see. And we see everything now. Everything's at our disposal now. Nothing is. You see everything now. If you want to see something edited out, watch it online. It's not edited out.
That's true.
Everything is available to you. Whatever you want to see is available.
Yeah, no longer appointment TV.
So you can't really silence anybody, but there is a place for everything to hear another version of the news that you can't hear on the news.
But there's not another show like Curb.
There is not another show like Curb. There's only one Curb Enthusiasm. There's a few shows that my favorites Real Husbands of Hollywood, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Okay.
You know, me going at it with that little guy Kevin. You know,
Oh, God.
it's always
Funny all
gold,
the
always
time.
gold, always gold.
Yes.
Oh man, I love that show, and you know, it's just hard to get that many guys back together again. But
yeah.
I do think, you know, those are things. You know, I think I've, you know, one day someone read my IMDb, and I didn't. I was like, wow, I didn't realize. I know how much stuff I've done.
Yeah.
But to hit a variety of things that I've done.
That's good.
You know, I think I've crossed off a lot of things off my to-do list. You know, I wanted to be a spokesperson for several products. I wanted to be in Marvel. I got into Marvel. I got into DC. I got into a little bit of everything. I got an improvised show, and I'm in a holiday movie called Almost Christmas. I mean, I've done just about everything, basically, I always wanted to do, and you know, I've hosted game shows, hosted TV shows, I mean, you know, and when I read it back myself, I say, I hope this body of work inspires the young people coming behind me, so they can see that you tackle things one at a time. You apply what you are and who you are destined to be to anything you can put yourself into, and do your adjustments and be yourself and just stay positive in how you move.
I love this. I love that you're with your involvement with the Boys and Girls Club of your hometown, Mount
My
Vernon,
number one
New York,
right there.
Yeah.
Me and Denzel are on our way to getting this new facility built for the young folks in Mount Vernon, and we're doing great.
You're doing a lot. You're doing a lot of
Man,
work
look,
out there.
they need to be two or three JBs, because I'm telling you something.
We need to clone you.
They be tired sometimes, but you know what?
Thin.
Yeah, I get my rest when I can, but yeah, that's a big part of my upbringing, starting in the Boys and Girls Club and being able to do that and being able to show up. We got a gala in New York coming up October 1st. I will be there presenting as usual for the Youth of the Year and our charities. And you know, these are the Boys and Girls Club. You know, this is an amazing place for young people to grow up. And you got to realize that the Boys and Girls Club, they fend for themselves. There is no government, you know, donations or help in any way. This is all amazing people, you know, amazing alumni who are also people who are also in the Boys and Girls Club Hall of Fame. I went in like 6 years ago. Amazing time.
Yeah.
Amazing time, and it's something amazing to be a part of.
You said you did a lot already, that crossed off a lot on the to-do list. I feel like there's nothing left that you haven't done yet. Do you have
There's
anything
a lot
left?
of work to do.
Oh, okay. I mean, there's always work to do.
I'm trying to reinvent the wheel. So if I
Okay.
can reinvent the wheel, I'm doing something
There's a
that.
triangle.
Look, that's my daughter right there. She just walked in.
Hi, daughter.
No, there is something to reinventing the wheel, or to make a better wheel. You know, this is something that has to continuously evolve into what is therapeutic work we do for people.
Yeah.
And in these times that we're living in right now, you need another voice. You need these new voices. And this is just you take comedy, what's already there, and these are just branches. All these branches you see, you know, the influencers who do comedy now, the videos, all the young guys who are doing it in that lane, the sketch people, you know, the animators, the podcast, the fun podcast, where you get the chance to hear these road stories from comedians and all the fun they had working together, and all these are parts of. It's all part of the same recipe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you, who are you liking these days?
Oh, as far as the old school or new school, or just in general.
Do it in general.
Oh, I love Rel, what he's doing right now, Little Rel. He's doing some amazing, his specials have been funny. He's doing some film work. I love what he's doing right now. I love what Chappelle's doing, of course. All my guys are out there killing it right now.
Yeah,
you know, man, some of the influential guys are great. You know, Drewski's great. I like to watch all that stuff. Yeah, I love watching all that stuff. I think all these unique styles are making They said this is like one of the biggest times for comedy, period. This is, especially stand-up, has hit an all-time high.
Is it because we need it?
We need it, and I think you're hearing a lot of these new voices. You're seeing new people. You're seeing the cast that started when I started. We're all still doing our thing. We all are still there doing what we do, and you know, our audience that we grew up with didn't leave us. They're still out there.
Yeah.
They still come to see us, and the new people come to see us. But they see us in TV, they see us in film, they see us in interviews, they follow us on all the social media platforms. So we get a chance to keep going.
All right.
And everybody has a style that's their own.
Yeah. Do you have downtime? Do you like downtime?
Yeah. I love downtime.
What do you do in your downtime? What is quiet JB Smoove like?
I'm a traveler. I love to see the world.
Where's the last place you went?
Cannes Lion, Central Pay.
Play bien.
Monte Carlo, Monaco for F1. I love cars.
Oh, I love F1 too. Who's your team? Who's your driver?
I'm an RVer, so I get a chance to travel
in
my RV. I do RV beach parties. I do a little bit of everything.
Okay.
I'm a car enthusiast. I said that too. I'm vegan. I like to cook. My wife and I love to cook vegan dishes. We like to have people at the house. We love little pool parties. We like little get-togethers. We like networking parties.
This is not a quiet version, though.
No.
We're partying with our
don't get me wrong now. When I go to Cabo or I go on, I'm shaped like a beach chair. I like to lay back and just lay back on the beach chair and just chill out.
All right.
You know, there is a chill out version.
There is.
Yeah, there's a laid back version of me that you. Woo.
In between F1.
My wife my wife and my daughter have taken plenty of photos of me sleeping with my mouth open.
we'll get those.
I gotta get rid of those somehow. I gotta get rid of those. Cloud. Hey, Cloud. I need to get rid of them photos of my mouth open.
All right, JB, you are here at the Comedy Zone.
Comedy Zone. Good
to
be back. I'm back.
You're back. Tell the people what we need to know.
You need to get tickets to come to the comedy shows. There's 4 shows. There's 2 Friday and there's 2 Saturday. Get your bus out there. The boys back. North Kakalaki Hootie Hoo is in the building. Looking forward to seeing everybody, catching up with old friends, and seeing some new ones. As everybody knows, man, who's been to my shows out there. After every show, I meet everybody. If it's people online, I hug them. I hear their story. I call their grandfather who's in the hospital. I do whatever I got to do, and I hang out with people. It's something about hugging people that makes them feel. I appreciate people coming out, and that's what happens when I'm at my merch table. We talk a little bit. You can't talk to me all damn day. Maybe I'll give you 2 minutes.
You need to save your voice.
Get the hell out of the way. There's other people out online right there who want to say hi. Yeah. But it's always a part of my show, and a part of me meeting people is always great. You know, and they can expect that I don't like to toot my horn, but I'm unlike anybody, and I've stuck to what I do well, and I have fun on stage, and I truly love what I do, and I love people to see it live.
That's part of the reason of your longevity, I believe. Then.
Hey, look, JB is not a spring chicken, but I ain't old either.
No.
And look, I'm old enough, but I'm not old.
Old enough to know enough.
Old enough to know enough. Yep.
And I'm liking the fit.
Come on now. If I show up any other way, they're going to say, what happened to JB?
All right, JB Smoove. All right, everybody. We do know that you have one sold out show, right? It looks like
we need all 4 shows sold out.
Listen to the man.
And I know people out there love showing up at the door, getting their ticket. But you want a better seat, you gotta get them tickets and pick your seat you want to be in, the area you want to be in. I anticipate the shows all selling out at some point. So come on out, everybody. Grab some seats. It's gonna be a live show. And if you love the first show you see, come to another one. What the hell? Come on back out. It's always a good time.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, you said it. If you might get a little different.
It's always different.
It's always different.
I'm trying to entertain the masses, and I'm trying to also entertain myself. So, and I'm writing on stage, so it's always a good time.
Well, you entertained the room here, so thanks, JB.
Yes, indeed.
Give it up, JB Smoove. Tonight and tomorrow, Queen City's back in North Carolina. Speaking of F1, Valtteri Bottas,
Yes.
now Cadillac, he was in North Carolina. He was up the street.
What do you mean?
He was cycling over the week.
Oh wow!
Like,
Well,
yeah.
why didn't he cycle in here?
I know what. So anyway, Bottas, you're invited here too. Okay.
I love it.
Thanks, JB.
Yep. Awesome.
We'll be right back here on Live Impact News.